Hey Sparks, what's up? And hello to my new subscribers. It's Montina here. My mission with this channel is to inspire, educate, and share information that helps you thrive in life and thrive in business. If that sounds good to you, subscribe. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So I actually am doing this live. I will be doing live videos on YouTube, and I'm going to talk a lot heavy about business. Over the years, my channel has shifted. I talked about hair, then I went into career, single parenting, business. But right now, and then love, y'all know I'm married now. But right now, we're going to talk about business. I want to talk about, will there be EIDL loan forgiveness? So SBA EIDL forgiveness, and just the good, the bad, and the ugly. For those of you that may not know, my name is Montina, and I am a full-time business owner. I've been in business full-time since 2014, started my business back in 2013, mingled and, around and just doing different businesses until I finally came upon the business I have now, which is CIA Media Group. We're a digital marketing video production agency. And if you're tired of wasting money on marketing, we put your marketing dollars to work. There is not a one size fits all solution when it comes to marketing. Marketing to the government is different than marketing to corporates, than marketing to B2B and B2C. Some of you are working way too hard marketing B2C and working with B2C when you can get government contracts or corporate contracts. So, but this is not about my business. This is about our business as it relates to EIDL. I decided to do this video because, like many of you, I qualified for all of this government COVID relief, right? I got the first and second round of PPP. I got the targeted 10K advance. And then I log in one day and I qualified for about 2.3 million in the EIDL. Okay. I was like, wow. Okay. I got the first initial funding. I think it was like 100-something thousand. Logged back in when they were like, hey, take more money. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I didn't take that type of money because I don't really have that type of entrepreneur muscle. Some of y'all would have been like, I'm taking it. I can't sleep at night on anybody $2.3 million for my business. But what I noticed now with the 30 months of deferment is this payment has come due. So when you log into that portal, no matter what you took, you're going to see that interest accrued if you did not pay it. So I'm going to use as a blanket 500,000. Some of you receive that, some of you receive more. If you receive less, fine. But that's just going to be some of the examples I'm going to give. So maybe you logged in, because I know people that have had money and used all the money and gave back the money. So let's say you logged in, you see that $500,000 there, and then you see about 30, almost 40,000 in interest. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You have about a $2,500 a month payment. A few things. First, don't be an ostrich and put your head in the sand. This loan may report to your personal credit. You will destroy your personal credit. Okay. So you can, according to the SBA contacts, when I called for the EIDL loan, the disaster number, you can use the funds to repay the funds. So some of the things you may want to think about is, some people are like, at this point, even if you give it all back, you're still going to owe the interest unless you have that money. So if you can't give it all back, you may want to consider giving back a large portion of however much you have left. If you have money left, yes, I know people with money left, and then setting up an X number of years repayment plan, right? So maybe it's 5 years. If you're paying $2,500 a month, so you're looking at, over 100,000, 150,000, but maybe you give back a portion and then save that amount. If you really don't have it, I would suggest contacting SBA, and I'll put some information in the description box asking for a lower payment. Do not hide from this. This is the one thing you don't want to do. There is a lot of talk about forgiveness, and I'm going to actually show you a letter that the Restaurant Association sent out. There is talk around lowering interest rates, forgiveness, but look at the student loans. It's always been talk about student loan forgiveness, and how long did that take? So a couple of things I have from my notes. We're going to go over the restaurant. It's kind of like forgiveness after 10 years. There's some talk about lowering the interest rates. They're probably not going to do it just for that one small industry, or not, all are large if you're in the restaurant industry, but one industry, and not something for the others as a form of relief. There are many people, because the qualifications, there was like not credit checks, qualifications. It was much different with this funding than the normal requirements for businesses. So There are so many businesses that are going to default that something's going to need to be done. SBA cannot do anything. It has to go through Congress. So there's a lot of videos out there, well, a few, but SBA doesn't have the power to forgive this loan. So number one, don't stick your head in the sand. If your payments due, like my payments due 11/15, you got to make the payment, guys. Okay. Another thing you can do as entrepreneurs and business owners is gain a client in that space that if your payments X number of dollars per month, maybe you can find a client that's paying you that, and that can help with your repayment as well. Speak with your CPA, build a strategy. I had to call my CPA. Hey, what's the deal? This is what I have. What can we do? Tax implications. I need to know everything. So really, you should have a CPA if you're in business, or someone that you can talk to about your finances. Don't stick your head in the sand. Early on in my business, I was making bank. I did 6 figures my first 6 months, but there were some years, or really not years, every year I've been profitable, but there were some months, I mean, I thought I was really raking in the cash, and we were running in nets. So really look at your cash flow statements every month, look at your profit and loss, your balance sheets, and your KPIs as well. If you don't know how to do that, that is something I can help. I do some business consulting because I've been in business now almost 10 years next year. So I really understand this. And my company is a certified woman and minority owned. And I'm certified as a disadvantaged business enterprise in about a dozen states. I get this stuff. Okay. Contracts, business credit, capital, anything with certifications. Look, that's my jam. Okay. Next thing is, I do want to show you this screen here. Forgiveness. Another thing is I'm pulling this up. Okay, y'all, this is kind of my first time kind of doing this live stuff. I have multiple screens. I have 3. But the other thing is, as an entrepreneur, look, y'all, don't stick your head in the sand, but you are resilient. I put it here in my notes. We as entrepreneurs, like, we are resilient. So I want you to make sure that you know that leaders anticipate, losers react. So we're resilient. As an entrepreneur, don't lose sleep over this. There are people talking about shutting their businesses down. Just run. But if you'll see here, and again, I'll put the link. I've seen this quoted a lot. They're talking about eliminating the request from this organization is, hey, we want to eliminate the idle accrued interest debt, lower interest rates, create good borrower relief. These are great. I would say yes to any of these. So again, there's talk, and someone said, well, what do you believe? I believe it's going to be canceled at some point in time, or a portion of it, a large portion, significant, forgiven, because we talk about people that have businesses too. Business owners, 97% of businesses are small businesses. Only 3% are corporations that you probably can name off the top of your head. Nike, I'm going to say Reebok, Adidas, because Kanye's in the news right now. Your Starbucks, your Walmart, your Target, your TJ Maxx, Marshall's, home goods stores. Like, you can name them off the top of your head. Okay, because small businesses run this country, okay, and really the world. According to the Small Business Administration, up to 30 million, or like 500 employees, is considered a small business. It might be 300 employees, but I think it's 530 million. Do you consider a business at 30 million small? Okay, they do. So that's it. I just kind of wanted to share. The good is, if you qualified for it, your books were probably in order, or you maybe have been able to use that infusion of cash for your payroll, for your marketing, working capital, to pay down some of your other high interest debt or taxes. And kind of the bad is, you do have to pay this money back. There's going to be a portion that you at least have to pay back. But the ugly is, if you're completely out of the money and your business has not bounced back, I know, especially in that restaurant space and bars, your restaurateurs, they did not. This is going to get ugly. So get ahead of it. Call them, be in contact, ask for lower payments. You can request it, but it can get ugly. And then look at ways where you can expand your business. Many of you all have been in business for a long time and you have business expertise. Consider doing some consulting. So let's say your payment's $2,500 a month. Maybe you could feel confident getting 5 people to pay you $500 a month. I'm sure people are like, can I pick your brain? How'd you start your business? How'd you do this? People ask me all the time, and I do business consulting. So again, there are ways for you to win. We're entrepreneurs. You're built for this. We are built different. One thing I have learned over these years, we are resilient, but we're built different. We can take the risk. Okay. So keep your head up. That's all that I have. Again, don't put your head in the sand. Make sure that you're looking at, get everything set up to repay it. Don't wait to the last minute. If it's coming due for you, again, I don't know if the payment dates are the same. Mine is November 15th. So I don't want to say for you, wait till November 15th and yours is before mine, because it's 30 months deferment based on your last distribution. Don't wait till last minute. Just get it out the way. Sleep good at night. Know you got some time. And SBA, Small Business Administration, they really want small businesses to win. We are really in a really good space, believe it or not, because we are where people want to be. Okay. All right. So as always, thanks for watching. Tell me what brought you here and what's going to keep you coming back. I'm going to be doing live videos here on YouTube. I have to get back into this. I've been on YouTube since 2009. A lot of this is still new for me in this newer space. If you followed my relationship content, that's going to be moved to a new channel because I still want to talk about it. I have an amazing husband, beautiful marriage, and life is just really good. So again, what's going to keep you coming? Okay, what brought you here? What's going to keep you coming back? But I will have additional videos about business. That's what we need to talk about. Okay. All right. I'll see you on the next video.